Hello, welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, Episode 2. We have our character created, Paladin Gellius. We're looking pretty fly, pretty handsome. Oh my, look at that jawline. Ooh. Obviously, Lawful Good Paladin. We're really bad at stealth, obviously. I mean, yeah. We're kicking in doors, not sneaking through, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's go. Oh yeah, so the town we were in, we were found injured outside of the walls. They brought us into the town. There was a festival, and then the festival got attacked by one of the actual demon lords, and they killed a dragon. Dragon's dead. Rest in peace, dragon. And the town is like getting absolutely ransacked and destroyed. Hello there.
Holy mother of...
A small woman with messy brown hair winces in pain, uttering a stream of curses through clenched teeth. She is pinned to the ground by a couple of weighty boulders.
Hey, stay with me. You actually got pretty lucky. You fell down into a black hole. But at least you're not on your own. You've got a great companion. Everything's going to be just fine. Tell me something. Can you feel your legs?
The young woman in knight's armor studies the rocks intently, clearly trying to work out how to move them. God, it looks so badass. Look at that portrait.
I feel
I can't help it.
When say no to a little less feeling in them. My ankle's killing me, but my back seems to still be in one piece. My head, too.
That's all that matters. Now, we're going to... Hey! Fancy meeting you down here. You're the one that Terendelev healed today, right? You aren't injured, are you? Will you help me get her out from under the boulders?
Spotting you, the knight reaches for her sheathed weapon, but after scrutinizing your face momentarily, she raises her hand in greeting. Nice. Skill checks during dialogue. During the course of the game, you will have to apply your skills in many different situations. Frequently, you will have to make a skill check during dialogue. Here, for example, we're trying to help Sela fetch Evia from beneath the rubble. The result of such skill checks determines how events subsequently pan out. Such a check is usually performed by the character with the highest bonus in the appropriate skill in the party. Let's look over skills. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a lot of reading. Okay. If you aren't familiar with how skills and abilities work in Pathfinder, I recommend you read this. I don't really want to. You know what? I'll read it. It's fine. A skill represents a creature's ability to perform a specific task, such as climb a wall, or open a locked chest, or spot a hidden treasure. The number of ranks possessed by a creature in a given skill represents its proficiency in that skill and allows you to perform more difficult tasks. Characters get a number of skill ranks based on their class and intelligence modifier, and by other bonuses such as the bonus received by humans. So even though I'm a dumb piece of shit with -2 in my intelligence modifier, because I'm a human, I still get 2 skill ranks whenever I level up. That's what I put in. I put 1 in religion and I put 1 in persuasion. Those are skill points. In order to determine success, whenever you attempt to use a skill, you must make a skill check. The result of your skill check is equal to or greater than... if the result of your check is equal to or greater than the difficulty class, or DC, of the task you are attempting to accomplish, you succeed. Skill check can be calculated with the following formula. 1d20, so 1 dice with 20 sides, 1 through 20, plus skill ranks, plus ability modifier, plus racial modifier, plus class skill modifier. Some skill checks cannot be performed if your character has not put at least 1 rank into it. So athletics, we have +0. We probably don't want to do that. Knowledge world, we have -2. We definitely don't want to do that. Evil, we definitely don't want to do that either. Okay, well, we're probably going to do athletics. Why couldn't it be acrobatics? I've got a +4 to acrobatics. So that was a description of skills. Skill check is basically the ability of rolling, or the action of rolling your d20, your 20-sided dice. You take whatever you roll plus your modifiers. In this case, I have a +0 modifier. So I'm just rolling a flat d20 and hoping I get a 12 or higher, which is pretty rough. Okay, we're gonna go for it. Hold on, we're gonna get you out from under there. What did I roll? Failed. Oof. So what? I rolled a 2. Alright, that one was doomed to fail if I'm rolling a 2. You have to work hard to get the wounded woman from under the rubble. At last, the knight stops to catch her breath and wipes sweat from her brow.
Damn it all. I think it's broken. Oh well, I've had worse. I'll just make myself a splint out of something. Thanks for the help. I wouldn't have lasted long on my own stuck under there. I'm Anevia Tirevade, of the Eagle Watch. I was overseeing security at the festival square. I thought maybe spies or demon worshippers might have something nasty planned. What actually happened, though, now that I did not see coming. I don't think anyone could have been prepared for that.
Well, I'm Sela, paladin by the grace of Iomade. I crossed the whole continent to come to Mendeb and fight demons. And well, I've been fighting for a while now. I don't even want to think what might be happening up there in the city. Canabres has lost the protection of Terendelev, and of the Wardstone too, looks like. It's a relic without equal. It was placed here personally by Iomade's herald, with the goddess's blessing. I really wanted to go see it, to pray before it. But there's no point worrying about a stone when there are people dying in the streets.
The Wardstone. The Wardstones are a chain of powerful artifacts, keeping the World Wound's expansion at bay. The first and greatest in the chain was erected in the city of Canabres by the hand of the Inheritor himself, a golden-winged angel sent by the goddess Iomade. So those Wardstones were what was help keeping the demons back, basically.
Yeah, things are looking grim enough, but don't lose heart. Wardstone or no, dragon or no, Canabres will never give in. Simple as. Well, we've introduced ourselves. What about you?
I'm a paladin just like you, Sela. I came here to protect this world from evil. Smile blossoms on Sela's face. She shakes your hand firmly.
A fellow crusader! Welcome, brother. This is great. I would have been happy to have any companion in this, but it's nice to be stuck down here with somebody who's my kind of crazy.
It's a good thing you've still got your faith. Because right now, to be totally honest, faith's probably the only thing we do have. Now then, I'll hobble my way out of here somehow. The city ain't far, only 30 paces or so. That's if you're going straight up, of course. I'm afraid we're gonna have to go the long way round.
To summarize, there are 3 of us, with 5 working legs, 3 pairs of decent hands, 2 clear heads, and 1 made of wood. That's mine. Underground monsters beware! Anevia, you stay behind us. You're in no fit state to fight. If we do come up against anything, the 2 of us will try to manage on our own first. Well, onward! May the good deities lead us back to the open sky soon.
All right, party. Now your party has several characters. To select them, click on their portraits or use the appropriate Alt 1 through Alt 6 key. Oh, so you can use Alt in the number. She's exhausted. Oh no. To select several characters and give them all one command, either drag a box around them while holding left mouse button, or click the portraits and the desired characters with Shift left mouse button. To select all your characters, plus press backspace. I can read, I swear. Encyclopedia? Oh, that's too much. So you just click and drag. Or you can like select and then shift click. So that takes her out. That adds
a bright future awaits.
So let's take a look at her. She also has Smite Evil. Let's put Charge over there. Defensive Fighting over there. Okay, something like that.
Let us not hesitate.
No, let's do this as well.
This war.
There we go. So boop. We have our characters. You can also set up the party layout here. Let's do this. There we go. So by right-clicking and dragging,
Godspeed.
you can like arrange how you want your party to look and what direction they're facing. So since we're two frontliners, I kind of want us to stand together. Containers. You will find a lot of objects that contain loot, enemy corpses, boxes, barrels, and many other environmental elements. To see what's inside of a container, approach it and interact with it as with any other interactable object. Nice. Ooh, Cloak of Resistance, Longsword. Oh, that's a Cold Iron Longsword. Hang on, so let's just hit Take All. And then let's go to our character screen. Inventory. You have access to new piece of equipment for your main character. To equip it, open the inventory by choosing the character and pressing I, so I's inventory. Get out of here. Okay, so what do we have now? We have no weapons, so we're giving us the Cold Iron Greatsword. Cold Iron is a quality. How do you, like, hover over what Cold Iron does? Well, let's just equip it. Oh, info. Cold Iron. This iron mined deep in the underground, and known for its effectiveness against demons and fey creatures, is forged at lower temperatures. Okay, but what does it actually do? I guess certain enemies take more damage from Cold Iron or something like that. Anyway, so we've got that. We got Scale Mail right now. Okay, so you can see we have a +6 to attack. Our damage is 2d6 plus 9. Our damage is pretty high. Oh, because we have Power Attack currently equipped. Which also lowers my attack modifier, by the way. -1 for Power Attack. And then our critical hit range is between 19 to 20. We do 2x damage. Armor class is 17. Not bad. Flat-footed, it basically removes our dexterity modifier from our AC. That's what that means. Touch, I think, removes your armor entirely, if I remember correctly. Fortitude, Reflex, Will, those are my saving throws. Speed 20. Let's see what you've got going on. So you've got Branded Mail, which is something I'll probably want to get eventually. She has 21 AC, a lot higher than me. She's missing 1 point in Dex to get up to +1. That's a little unfortunate. Oh, no, wait, it's because she's fatigued, huh? Yeah, she's fatigued. So normally she would have a higher stat there. Also here as well. Her stats are actually really good. Wait, I think those are literally higher than you can possibly get. Like, she has higher stats than me. Just... yeah, I had to tank those in order to get the charisma and everything else. Anyway, so I think I'm going to give my character this Cloak of Resistance. It grants +1 resistance bonus on all saving throws, which you can see here. This is now 633. What do you use? You already have a longsword and a heavy shield. I think I saw a Cold Iron Longsword, which is just a better version. So let's equip that. There's a short spear, there's some torches, a light crossbow that we'll never use. Okay. Let's go ahead and give you a torch, I guess. I could equip a longbow or crossbow, I just don't think it's going to help. I don't think it's going to matter. Isn't there like an auto sort button? Oh. Right there. Oh, excuse me. 1 second. Woo. Got a little burpee. Anyway. So she is exhausted. Fatigued, unfortunately. Fatigued character cannot charge and takes a -2 penalty to strength and dexterity. I think we got that. We're going to make this bigger, by the way. I'm pretty sure we got the fatigue status because I failed my skill check, which is unfortunate. After a complete rest, fatigued characters are no longer fatigued. Can we rest right now? I cannot rest here. Okay, it was worth a try. What is this? Loot. We got one of the dragon's scales. You restore life to a deceased party member. A raised creature has a number of hit points equal to its... Raised Dead also removes Death's Door condition. Coming back from the dead is an ordeal. The subject of the spell gains 2 permanent negative levels. Oof. You can remove permanent negative levels by certain high-end spells, stuff like that. But we'll go and collect the dragon scale. And let's keep going.
Let us listen.
Oh, hello.
Who's there?
Camellia. Who's there? The fine apparel of this young half-elven woman is torn and stained with blood, dust, and dirt. However, she holds herself with such dignity that you would be forgiven for thinking you were at a high society party and not in the dank catacombs under the city. Her fingers grip her ancient rapier hilt with confidence, ready to draw at a moment's notice. At her feet lies a dead body, so mutilated at first glance it's hard to tell if it's animal or human.
Relax, friend. We're not demons or cultists. Don't poke my eye out with that thing, all right? We fell down here during the attack. I'm Sela, that's Anevia, and this is our new friend. We're looking for a way back to the surface.
Really? I'm so ever glad to hear it. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Camellia. I was also in the square when... I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get into the city? I thought, naively it now seems, that the Wardstone protected us from attack. And Terendelev, I can't wrap my head around it.
Okay, we've already viewed the Wardstone text, so not many could withstand a strike from a demon lord. Not even Terendelev? Or tell me more about yourself? Yeah, let's do that. Not even Terendelev.
I can't argue with that. We're fortunate to be alive, albeit underground.
Daskari himself has come to Canabras. There's no mistaking that ugly mug. Terendelev tried to fight him, but what could she do against a near deity? Even the Wardstone was no help. Our city used to be protected by powerful forces, but now...
We've seen how powerless they truly are. Henceforth, we shall have no one but ourselves to rely on, I suppose.
Tell me more about yourself.
Who am I? Just an ordinary citizen who decided to take a stroll through the square on the day of the festival. But that's not what you wish to know, is it? You most likely wish to know whether I'll be a burden should you ask me to join your group. No need to worry about that. I can assure you that I am skilled with a rapier, and I also possess some knowledge of magic.
She touches the polished snake skull amulet that hangs around her neck. Ooh, magic. What happened to this poor man? Who is he?
I don't know. He must have been in the square when disaster struck. I tried to revive him, but he was already dead, sadly.
He didn't get these wounds from the fall. Be on your guard. Whatever killed him likely hasn't gone far.
Hang on. I think I know him. His name's Aravashniel, the egghead from the library. He was a good lad, even if he was kind of stuck up. May his soul rest in peace.
Do you want to join us?
Certainly. Survivors should stick together. It's only sensible. Who knows what else could be prowling about in these caves?
We need to keep moving. There must be a way back to the surface somewhere around here.
That's right. It would be the height of foolishness to survive a demon attack only to perish under a pile of rubble.
Let's go.
Let's see if this poor bloke has anything useful on him. Not to sound like a heartless brigand or nothing, but we kinda need all the supplies we can get right now.
Using abilities. Companion Camellia has the ability to cure light wounds. Click on Camellia's portrait. Click on the thing for cure light wounds. Left mouse button the portrait to heal herself, basically. Healing restores lost hit points. Cool. So basically,
I heed the voice of
she
the
can heal
spirits.
herself. I think I'm going to wait. And wait if I actually need. She is 7 out of 11. Us two have 13. And then she's got some abilities. So dismiss spell. We're going to put that all the way over. Spirit weapon enchantment. We'll leave that here. We have enlarge person. That's going to be a really good spell. And then we can turn it into a bond instead. We're not going to worry about that for now. So let's do this. I think that should be good layout. Maybe healing spell in the middle. So here you can see her list of spells, spell book. She has enlarged person and cured light wounds. These are abilities, and we're not going to worry too much about them. This is already selected. Ghost touch spirit enchantment. No. Okay. Oh wait, what was that? The shaman surrounds herself. Allies within 30 feet of the shaman, including the shaman, receive +1 morale bonus to attack rolls, weapon damage rolls. Ooh, I like that. Let's add that as well. So we can use that instead of this if we want. Is that a... Is this an action to cast? Also, how long does it last? Shaman surrounds herself and allies... Hang on, I need to do shift that. Oh, the shaman can use this ability for a number of rounds per day equal to 3 plus her charisma modifier. Okay, so it costs per round to cast. I guess it's same as that. Interesting. Okay. All right, let's move on. Oh, hang on. I'm not clicking.
Spirits guide me.
In dark places such as caves, it's hard to see anything. There are 2 main ways to light your path. The first is to cast the light spell. The second is to give everyone ever-burning torches to carry. Okay. So, do you have the light spell? This should be a cantrip, huh? Yeah, so cantrip should be free to cast. Let's go ahead and stick it over here then. And let's cast that on Gellius. There we go.
March ahead.
Okay. Awesome. Well, hello there. I think there's a way to get like surprise attack on it.
Together we stand.
I think you just have to charge it like this, huh? Charge!
Do not fear. Do
Combat.
not waver.
When combat begins, the game is paused. The pause is convenient to give orders to your characters. Oh god. Well, it didn't... So I have it on turn-based mode. We'll go over what just happened here. To pause or unpause the game, press space. To order your characters to attack, select them, left-click enemy. So this is what the game looks like if it's not in turn-based mode. So they're paused, and then they unpause, and enemies go. I'm playing on turn-based mode, so to switch between turn-based and real-time modes, use turn-based mode key or T. Your enemies are highlighted in red, your allies are green. A stippled line connects characters to their current target. The timer over character's head counts down the time to the next round. Again, that doesn't matter because we're playing in turn-based mode. So the reason that it just immediately went into combat is because I used his action. So we're currently in like surprise phase, and then starting here is the actual next round. So in surprise phase, I don't get a full action, I only get a move action. So let's just move up. I think everyone here is melee based. I do not have any ranged units, so we're just going to be moving up. She's a lot faster because she does not have heavy armor equipped. But I don't want to put her in the front because she's squishier. She's the tankiest, so I kind of want her in the front. So let's just move you... Yeah, let's just move you up here for now. And that's good enough. So, in turn. Okay, so this guy goes. Okay, so notice I turned and attacked him for free. When walking past an enemy through its like area of, well, it's called attack of opportunity, but basically if you move next to someone without actually attacking them, they'll get a free swing at you. That's what happened to that monster there. So it is her turn. I cannot charge because I'm exhausted, unfortunately. Can I get in range to hit? I cannot get in range to hit. So instead I'm just going to walk forward like this and kind of get in the range to tank. I'm going to try and get in range to like tank you. Hello? Oh yeah, so right clicking, I can, there's all your different options here. So if you 5-foot step, you cannot move anymore, but you can use your move action to do something that's not a movement. I'm not going to be 5-footing steps, so I'm just going to be doing this, which is double move. We're just going to move here. So I went through my move action and into my standard action. Walk up a little more. That should be good. Okay. In turn. I think spacebar also ends turn. It's been a minute. So here I'm going to movement action and then attack action. I will be using power attack. You can also, I'm pretty sure you can inspect enemies, huh? How do you inspect enemies? Oh, yeah. So it looks like you can hover over here. So it's a giant young centipede. You can see its AC is 15. It only has 4 hit points. Let's just go ahead and smack it. So as long as I hit this guy, I should just murder it. It's actually probably better not to power attack. I don't need the extra damage. I'm going to kill it no matter what.
Strike as one.
Nice. Okay, what do you got for me? Oh, I missed.
The world in crimson.
Are they going for her? Okay, so you can see in the chat here, Galeas made an attack of opportunity against young giant centipede, and it should show you the roll. Attack roll total was 14. I rolled an 8, and I have a +6 modifier. Oh, power attack's still on. Why is power attack on? I thought I took it off. That's weird. It looks like I can't actually get in range to hit this thing. I'm like just out of range for it. That's pretty unfortunate. So notice how like my cursor changed. I'm pressing control here. If you press control, it means you're only moving. You're not gonna like click on anything. Control is just movement. I will move, and it should, yeah. Not actually in range to attack. Actually, I probably shouldn't have moved here, but it's fine. And you see the red is showing that if I try and walk out of its area of attack, it'll get a swing at me. I said turn. What are you doing? Okay, you're hitting the tank, which is good. And then now the tank is hitting you.
The inheritor.
And it's dead.
Guide my blade.
Nice. So if you're ever curious what like dice rolls and stuff you got, you can always find them here. So she rolled a natural 16 on the dice with a +6 modifier.
Our time has come.
Power attack was turned off, so why was I still having the -1 penalty? That's weird. Oh, oops. Let's get all the users. What is this? Another scale. We'll take it.
Our path.
Save the
you're
last
ugly.
one for me.
Okay, so this is explaining... Oh, jeez. Okay, so the enemy went first this time. I wish it, you know, didn't do this while this thing was up. Initiative queue. Just talking about this based on initiative checks. If you don't know how Dungeons & Dragons works, basically at the start of combat, everyone rolls an initiative roll, and you add your initiative modifier. You get put in order based on that roll. Characters can make a single standard action, a single move action, a single swift action, and a limited number of free actions. These all actions together take 6 seconds of real time. Most often a move action is used for movement or drinking a potion. A standard action is for attack, spell casting, yada yada yada. Surprise round is what happened last time. I got a surprise round on them. You only get the... see, during this round, your characters can take a limited number of actions while the opponent cannot act. Move actions, standard actions, breaking this stuff down. If it's your first time, I recommend you read all this. It's very important. You can like pause the video here if you want to read those. I understand most of these, so we're just going to move on. It's a lot of reading. So here, notice I can 5-foot step. And if I had the ability to attack multiple times in one turn, I could use my movement action to do a what's called a full round attack. And then you would get multiple attacks in. But I don't have multiple attacks yet. We're like level 1, dude. Chill out, bro.
I'll cut you wide open.
I missed. Did she roll a natural 1? She did roll a natural 1. That's pretty tragic. So natural 1s always miss no matter what. You will always fail a natural 1 roll. Alright, us. We're just going to attack. Hopefully we can kill this guy. I do think I'm going to power attack. I think I need to turn the music down slightly. I think the music's slightly overpowering a lot of the voices. Okay, wait, I was looking at your stats here. AC's only 13. We should have a pretty good chance of hitting even if we use power attack. So I'm going to turn power attack on. What's your health bar, actually? 15. Yes, you actually have a decent amount of HP, so I'm going to use power attack. We did one-shot him. We can read all the stats here. So we rolled an 18 to hit with a +8 attack bonus. That's a lot. But yeah, flanking is because we have multiple allies here. In normal tabletop rules, flanking only applies if you're like behind them. In this game, it applies flanking as long as you have 2 allies attacking the same target, which is a little bit maybe overpowered. I don't know. There is actually a mod that my roommate made to fix flanking to tabletop rules. I didn't grab it because I was lazy. Why make things harder for myself, right? Anyway, so I can still move if I wanted to. I don't think I will. I think we're just going to chill here. And Sela. Wait, do I not have lay on hands? Maybe that's a later ability? Okay. She's going to walk up to the front because she's tankier. So... it's movement action only to the front. And then we'll go in there. Alright, what you got for us, Giant Fly? Okay, thankfully he missed. We're going to get a lot of flanking bonus here. We should at least. Is there a way to see before I attack?
The spirits demand your blood.
Oops. I want to see like my chance to hit and everything. I feel like there's a button for that. I don't know what it is.
You are today's sacrifice.
Okay, we did hit. We can see all the stuff post. We rolled a 24. Got a 17 on a roll and +7 attack bonus. Alright, your ending turn. Gellius should be able to schmurder this guy.
We shall overcome.
Yeah, as long as he hits, he does a lot of damage. Okay, let's real quick. Let's do sound. Music's just a little too much. Let's go to like 75. Okay.
I will guide us.
I gotta figure out how to see see all the math before we click to attack. Oh, hello.
Heartbeat quickens.
Alright, so I did not get a surprise attack, that's for sure. Ow. Ow. Okay, not too bad. So we're gonna just walk up here. Yep. And smack.
Go for their hearts.
Okay, we did 1 damage. Yikes. You can attack the same one.
Into the fray!
Yikes, you missed. Okay. Oh, there's more. That's a spitting giant centipede, not the same. Has a little bit more HP. No, they all have 6. Alright, well, let's try and kill it.
Do not hold back.
Nice. We will go ahead and walk up. And then... in turn. Ow. Okay. Thankfully, that one missed. Alright, let's do some damage. There we go. Rolled a 6 that time instead of a 1 on damage.
No glory without
You
risk!
missed again, unfortunately, so she rolled a 3. She needed an 8 to hit. But hopefully, my boy should have this.
Strike as one.
Nice.
Godspeed.
We should probably go ahead and cast a cure on Sela. There we go.
At your discretion.
Oh, nope, nope. As a group, please. Loot. Oh, nice. So we got some potion. What is this? Bracers of armor. These bracers grant their wearer an armor bonus of +1, just as though they were wearing armor. Like most bonuses, an armor bonus does not stack with other armor bonuses. such as bonuses from wearing armor or from the mage armor spell. So I want to put this on someone without armor. Pretty sure that goes on her. Some health potions, some gold.
Let us press on.
Let's go ahead and organize that. So she actually does have armor, so those braces of armor are not useful right now. She has potions. She could use a health potion. You already have a health potion, but nothing else. Let's give you a secondary one. Okay. And then inflict light wounds. You could cast. So sure, let's stick it on you. I'm really bad at remembering to use scrolls. So if I just don't use them for most of the game, sorry. Okay, so let's try and get a surprise round this time. By utilizing charge.
Defeat is not an option.
Okay, so is it going to complete my action that I started? It does. Nice. I did not kill it, which is a little bit spooky, but I do go first next round, so that's good. So let's use you to run up. This is my surprise round. Oops. So we're running. Wait, what? I definitely clicked. That's awkward. Okay. Thankfully you missed. You also missed. Let's try and finish off the giant fly.
Attack!
Nice. We could move. I don't think it's worth it. Let's stay there. So I think space. Also In's turn? Yeah, okay. Oh, she's helping. Nice. She shot someone with her bow. Ow. What was that? Am I confused? Okay. I cannot... Because I messed up last turn, unfortunately, I can't get in range to attack.
The spirits demand your blood.
Or I can't get in range and attack. I can get in range, but not attack this turn. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and hit him.
The light. Take you.
Nice.
We march ahead.
Oh, hang on. Loot. We got rainbow quartz and flame tongues. Looks like cooking ingredient and brew potion scribe scrolls. So it's like a regent, I guess.
Our path
Is it a
leads on.
reagent or is it a regent? Oh, hold up. Should I heal?
I will
That'll
not
be
falter.
fine. Charge!
They will break against our resolve.
So we get our free surprise round. Whee! Smash. Okay, he lived. It's a little bit spooky. Let's just go ahead and walk up. Okay, am I in range to attack next turn? I should be. Yeah, okay. End your turn. You are just going to walk up as far as you can. Alright, and then it is no longer surprise round.
You
Smash.
are today's sacrifice.
Ooh, nice damage. I expect low damage from her, so that was actually good damage. I mean, the most damage she could possibly do is 6. Hopefully we can finish this guy off before he attacks.
The inheritor, guide
Nice.
my blade.
I will guide us.
Good job. Anything over here? Nope. Okay. We got something going on. Hello.
No, I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere.
You struggle to make out the man's features in the gloom. Excuse me. As soon as he steps into the circle of light, however, you realize that you've never encountered a creature like this before. The stranger looks like the work of a vivisectionist who attempted to stitch together a lizard and a man.
Wendwag!
The man notices you and freezes. The curling horn protruding from his head casts a malevolent shadow on the cave wall. Windwog. Oh, you heard him say Windwog.
Lan, did you find it? Who is that?
The woman looks just as strange as her companion, like a cross between a cat and a spider. When she catches sight of you, she immediately drops into a fighting stance. Her movements reveal the lethal grace of a wild predator.
The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Wait, they might know what's going on up there.
Demons are laying waste to Canabras.
If things are as bad as you say, then we all have to hurry.
You didn't come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze.
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabras. People are dying up there. Please, show us the way out.
Who are you? Tieflings?
Tieflings are the descendants of people who sullied themselves by mating with demons. Our ancestors would never sink that low. We are the Underground Crusaders, the children of the Crusades' finest.
Sadly, Underground Crusaders is a bit of a mouthful, so people usually just call us mongrels.
You just love repeating that, don't you, Lan? Mongrels. That's what the Uplanders call us. But we call ourselves Neathers.
No matter what you call us, it's not gonna stop our horns, hooves, or tails from growing.
I've never heard of the Underground Crusaders before.
In Canabras, they're called mongrels. People say that they come up to the surface at night and eat anyone foolish enough to wander alone after midnight. To tell you the truth, I thought you guys were just a tale to tell kids at night.
That's human gratitude for you. Our forefathers suffered the consequences of demonic corruption, all to protect Mendev and Golarion. And for what? So we could become monsters used to frighten children.
Mendev. The nation of Mendev is a land defined by its conflict with the Abyss forces, unheard of anywhere else in the Golarion. The people of this beleaguered land are locked in constant struggle with the World Wound, the demonic rift that lies between the western border. So basically this is the nation that we're currently in. Golarion, the planet of Golarion, orbits a yellow sun in the far reaches of the material plane. Third of Elven in orbit. Third of 11. I can read. Third of 11 in orbit, this blue planet contains vast oceans and lush green lands, and is the perfect environment for countless cultures. Indeed, Golarion is the most populous planet in its solar system. Its innately hospitable and life-sustaining environment is presumably the work of the gods, so astronomers sometimes refer to Golarion as the Child. Astronomers of other planets, however, often refer to Golarion as the Cage, in reference to its cosmic role as the prison of the mad god Rovagug, who lies bound at the world's core. Oh my goodness. I didn't always read every piece of lore when it popped up, so I didn't actually know that there's a mad god Rovagug who's bound at our world core.
Every mongrel has their own take on it. Our chief, for example, thinks of us as something like a reserve military force. He thinks we're standing by until the moment we're needed, and when we emerge on the surface and save the day, all the people will see how good we are and they'll love us for it. Yeah, he leaves that last part out when he talks about it, of course, but it's easy enough to read between the lines.
What is this place?
This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else. And that our lives are not lived in vain.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy.
What are you doing here?
That's none of your
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold. Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Saul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the underground crusaders to take up arms. If we get the Holy Sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame, and will burn anyone who touches it. You think you're special, lad?
Heaven. Heaven is a plane in the outer sphere, a realm of pure righteousness where forces of good gather to aid those on less virtuous planes, and help worthy souls find rest. Though inconceivably large, it appears to most viewers as a mountain with a mysteriously floating peak. Heaven's residents see law and goodness as largely the same force. Order is the greatest good, and goodness is the greatest order. They recognize the good intentions of the Azatans of Elysium, but view them as misguided children. Similarly, they oppose the lawful evil forces of hell, but credit them with intelligence and believe they can at least be reasoned into truces and stalemates, or perhaps even redeemed. Now keep in mind, that's the evil forces of hell, which is lawful evil. I believe that's demons or devils. Fuck, I'm getting them mixed up. That's devils. Demons are from the abyss, which is chaotic evil, and those are just kill on sight. You can't reason with those things. So devils and demons. Devils are lawful evil. Demons are chaotic evil. I'm pretty certain. Devils are from hell. Demons are from the abyss. Oh boy.
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
Angels are a group of altruistic celestials, native to all three upper planes, Nirvana, Heaven, and Elysium. They represent all the multiple interpretations of goodness. The eldest angels were one of the first creations of the primordial deities of good, making them one of the oldest races in the great beyond, and were trained as celestial guardians and servants from birth. Most serve their creators to this day. Most angels in modern times come from ascended good mortal souls rather than direct divine creation. Sometimes these souls even retain aspects of their mortal forms. So the original angels were created directly by their deities, but nowadays most of them are human, like mortals, not necessarily human, but mortals who have died and ascended to become an angel. Windwalk shrugs and turns away. Maze, does it really lead to the surface?
Yes. There are other ways up, but they are far from here, and after the earthquakes, there's a good chance they've collapsed. But the maze... There's a legend among our people that when the walls of the maze fall, that will be a signal for us, the underground crusaders, that the time has come to go up to the surface and fight the demons in the final confrontation. Until then, the people say the maze is shielding us from taking rash actions. I'm the only one in our whole tribe to have been in the maze. And even I don't know if it's true. But the further I went in the maze, the fresher the air became. That means that it really must lead to the surface.
When the ceiling and walls started shaking, the young ones in our tribe lost their heads. They figured the maze was going to collapse, so it was time to go up to the surface. They grabbed whatever weapons were on hand and ran off toward the maze. They think the maze is no longer a danger to them. They've been listening to Wendwog too much.
Don't try to blame this on me. Yes, I told them that our people are capable of making our way through the maze. in the future. But I always told them to wait until I had made a map of all the maze's dangers. I warned them 100 times. But it was no use. My words just went in one ear and out the other.
A sword of holy flame. How did it wind up down here?
It came here with its owner. A long time ago. 50,000 gongs to be precise.
70 years ago, in Uplander time.
50,000 gongs ago, our forebears found a dead angel here, along with the bodies of his comrades. The tribe gave them a dignified burial, and they were laid to rest with their weapons. But the flaming angelic sword was stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out. It burned to the touch, like real fire. So the rock was placed over the angel's grave. It should be here somewhere.
Maybe the angel will dig himself out and find the sword for us. That might be our best shot in this chaos.
Lan, watch your tongue.
We'll find the sword faster if we work together. I'll help you.
Thanks. An extra pair of eyes can only help. The sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks, swordy. Help us, and in return, we'll get you out of here.
Now we're talking. Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it?
What, you want to find the sword quickly so the underground monsters bring you back to the surface? So be it.
Okay. Devoured by darkness. The more people who pitch in look... Oh, okay. I need to look at the quest log. Hidden objects. Some interactive objects aren't easy to find. When moving past such an object, each character automatically makes a perception skill check. If the check is successful, the object is found and highlighted to draw your attention to it. You can now interact with it. Interactive objects are highlighted when you hover the mouse over them or press tab. This talks about perception. Okay. Cool. And then skill checks. We've been over most of this, so we will close that out. Hold on. Where do I see... So I have I for inventory, journal. It's probably J, huh? No, I missed the quest. F. I never got to hit the mannequin. Feels bad, man. I didn't realize sampling the special drink was gonna move on. Okay, so we'll try and pay a little bit more attention to the quests. So yeah, now we're here. We need to take a look around the collapsed cave.
Godspeed.
Now what is that?
Hello. Oh, we got some grinding stones. Nice. Lore religion. So it should default to whoever has the highest religion
is
lore.
done.
We succeeded. Statue of an unknown knight. The technique is crude, but the figure was clearly crafted with genuine feeling. Judging from the style of armor, the knight is from the First Crusade. Okay, wait, what's my quick save button? Because I'm going to need that in the future. Let's take a quick look. Options, controls. There we are, quick save, F5. So I'm going to need to remember that. Let's go ahead and do a quick save, F5. Boom. Oops. Oh my pardon.
Let us press on.
Okay, so we can keep walking around.
That is quite
More
a
hidden
discovery.
loot. So it's good to just kind of walk around, make sure you check the corners. So what is this? This is it's not a check. So the room looks like an improvised museum or perhaps some kind of temple.
No, what is that?
Something.
More loot.
I was successful in my search.
Get across rubble. We'll
We
come back to
march
that.
ahead.
There's more stuff to look at. I think.
That is quite a discovery.
What's that there?
Oh. How did they not see this? Literally glowing sword. Or did it only glow because I walked up to it? Ooh. A strange flash pierces the gloom, and Gellius feels drops of heavy, searing blood run down his chest. The wound healed by Terendelev reopens and weeps scarlet, but there is no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears, a cave chamber. This one or another one entirely? Gellius's heartbeat quickens, and a stream of thoughts suddenly bursts into his mind. Thoughts that clearly belong to another. Treachery. They betrayed me, trapped me, stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my treasured friends, and people I swore to protect. The people for whom I descended from heaven. The people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. There they are, up ahead, in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw any closer? Do they believe I am about to die from their traitorous blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with a golden braid lies on the rocks, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join with the traitors and paid dearly for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I still have strength, I must. While recognizing the foreign origin of the thoughts, Gellius intuits that he can control them somehow. He tries to heal the wounded girl or furiously call out the traitors. So, this game has lots of special paths that you can choose. And the paths kind of fit along a specific morality chart, basically. This is the angel path, and it lines up with Lawful Good. But even the angel path has its own two kind of path choices. There's the side that leans more so on the good and trying to restore and heal. And then there's the path that goes towards vengeful and aggressive, fighting evil, right? A vengeful angel, destroying evil, very aggressive. Which path do I want to do? I actually don't remember which one I was doing before, to be perfectly honest. Also, the background music is different for each path, so this is like the angel righteous theme. Makes sense. Very chorusy. I don't know. I feel like I would heal the wounded girl, right? She decided to stay with me. A spark of healing magic illuminates the eerie, murky scene before Gellius. The wounded girl opens her eyes and whispers, "Laria, you said that everything was going to change soon. You said you and the other warriors of heaven would be leaving us on a grand mission to stop the demons forever. Is that true?" The frenzy of foreign thoughts comes faster and faster, like a rushing river, and images flash one after another. A priestess in colorful robes observing the stars, a young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword, a majestic golden-winged angel gazing into the distance, his face covered by a helmet but his voice ringing clear. "Only if you are willing, and only if you are ready. There is no going back." "Then don't waste your strength healing me," the girl whispers. "Your mission is more important. You take care. It is near." In the vision, the darkness in the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears in its depths. A vague shadow, an outline, a nightmare come to life. A wave of odious chirping and rustling emanates from the shadows. The sound piercing like hot irons lancing through flesh and bone. The traitors fall to their knees before the shadow in reverent ecstasy, and the wounded girl thrashes in her death throes. But Gellius returns. So I can... Well, we're definitely doing will, but Gellius remains determined to fight off the illusion. We need to roll a 7 or higher to succeed. Let's roll... Succeeded. The force of the attack, although originating in a vision, is terrifying. But Gellius is stronger. He shakes off the pain and torpor. But alas, the one who sent the vision cannot claim the same. He is broken and exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real, but exists only in the strange vision or memory. But the thrill of fear it provokes is more than real. The shadow's features starkly resemble those of Discati, the terrifying demon lord. In a moment as swift as thought itself, the monster's hand is wrapped around the throat of the one they call Lariel. Lariel? The foolish angel struggling on the rock. How do I voice this monster? That seems difficult. The foolish angel struggling on the rocks, like a fly with its wings torn off, intones the shadow, its voice changing as it moves, shifting from the quiet whispering to a sonorous shout, becoming young then old and quavering. Where is your goddess, angel? Where is she? Where is her self-assured herald? How is it that you are dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven? A strange calm envelops the thoughts of the one called Lariel. He recognizes who stands before him, and he knows he will never bow down before his enemy. The flaming sword flames to life in his hand, bright, pure, and flickering with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through stained glass. Slash. The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils with a howl, releasing his grip on Lariel's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rocks, his vitality ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword and, with his last burst of strength, plunges it into the rock. Gellius senses that the vision is fading, the rush of thoughts diminishing like a river running dry. The last thing he hears is this: "You will kill me, monster, but know this. One day, someone will come here and raise up my sword. They will raise it up and punish evildoers and traitors, or save and protect the innocent." I'm going to go this route. I will save and protect the innocent. The vision disappears, vanishing from the burst of colors. Gellius does not hear the final words, but he seems to complete the thought, taking it to heart. The words fly from his lips, and with them, something else. The heat blazing in Gellius' chest fades away. The edges of the scarlet wound close, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, Gellius sees the flaming sword in his hand, or rather, its outline, the memory of what the sword looked like. With a final surge of warmth and soothing light, the sword vanishes, the light is drawn into his hand. Gellius senses that it will return. All he needs to do is call it.
Hey! Are you alright? You were kinda glowing just now.
Sela kneels before the light, offering a prayer up to Iomedae.
That was it. The light of heaven. But how?
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
I think I saw the memories of Lariel, the angel who died here.
Lariel? That really was Lariel? The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone. The chief will be thrilled.
You. Thousands of gongs and no one's been able to touch it, and now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions.
Now, Wentawag, don't be a sore loser. He is clearly different from us. The sword appeared before him, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff, because he doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are. We're born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that. I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Sol, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the Abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier.
He's a little pessimistic, but he's also, I think, realistic. That's interesting. The Abyss. I think we read this. Oh, maybe we didn't. Abyss. The Abyss is a realm of infinite horror and unlimited danger. In its vast chasms known as the Outer Rifts, the wind wind throughout the surface of outer space, where the outer rifts of the Abyss open to the realms like Elysium or even Heaven. They are the sites of eternal wars against the celestial races. Here, the armies of good maintain permanent encampments along with the edges of the abyssal rifts, and do their best to prevent the rift spread. For spreading is the correct word. The outer rifts are growing, albeit slowly. Scholars believe that this is a sign of the end of all things, and nothing can stop the growing dissolution of the outer sphere, and that at some time in the future the Abyss will consume all. Worse, the outer rifts do not constrain themselves to outer sphere. They can open elsewhere and have done so countless times before to consume entire worlds. The malevolent world wound in northern Avestan is but the latest to appear in the material plane. The world wound is what's spewing out demons into my area. A rent in reality that even the full might of the nation of Mendev is unlikely to contain for long. The Abyss is possessed of many layers, strung together by the river Styx. Its inhabitants are demons, its rulers demon lords, who wrested control of the plane eons ago from the primordial Clipoth? I don't know how to say that. Alright, you saw it too. The traitors, the dying girl.
It's only us here. Your group, you, me, Wendu, and the light of heaven that sort of got, sucked into you. Any chance you can whip it out again? We do kinda need it. Sorry, I crack jokes when I get nervous, and when I'm upset, and when I'm happy. Anyway, what I said, it came out wrong. We need to bring you to Chief Sull. You can show everyone the light of heaven, we'll rally the tribe and go into the maze, and we'll get back our kin.
And what if he can't make it happen a second time? What then? The tribe will just say we're crazy and turn its back on us.
Requires Angel Mystic Path. Reveal the light of heaven. Sorry, Mythic Path, not... Did I say Mystic? Mythic Path. So, the Mythic Paths are what I was saying. There's different paths you can choose throughout the game. They're called the Mythic Paths. Angel is the one that's kind of specifically tied to Lawful Good. It seems I can control it.
That is just... wow, I mean, that's amazing! Heaven has truly blessed you.
This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Yes, it's similar. But this light is more... golden? Chief Sull needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras.
Lead us to your chief, and I'll decide if I'm going to help you or not.
Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really.
Skill checks. Sometimes interacting with an object requires a skill check. A successful skill check may be necessary for various tasks. Climbing over an obstacle, picking a lock on a door, disarming a trap, moving something heavy, reading an inscription in the ancient language, and many more. Different tasks require different skills. If you have several characters selected at the same time, the action will be performed by the character with the highest skill bonus. So you should select the whole party before attempting a skill check. So I don't know who has my highest mobility, but whoever does, probably her. Oh, actually no. If we have Lan and her, it's probably Lan. We'll click on the rebel.
Well,
Yep,
this
it is
didn't
land.
go well.
He failed. He rolled a 3. He has a +7. So he has to roll at least a 7.
Thanks, Lan.
There we go.
You're so awesome, Lan.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan. Most of the game's mechanics are based on rules of the tabletop RPG Pathfinder, which again is Dungeons & Dragons, basically, which uses dice for determining outcomes of various actions. The most commonly used die has 20 sides, denoted in the rules as a d20. It's the die you roll during attacks and skill checks. When you need to roll a dice, the specific type of roll is noted as XDN, where N is the number of sides of the die you use, in this case, and X is the number of dice rolled. So basically, 2d20, you're rolling 2 20-sided dice. So that's how that works. Number of dice, the D is the die, and then N is the side of die. So you could roll 2d6, which ranges from 2 to 12, because it's 2 6-sided dice. I hope this all makes sense to you. Trying to get over the rubble, your character, Lan, got the result 25. This result is the sum of the dice roll, which was 18, and various modifiers, such as mobility skill bonus. The check's difficulty was 14. Since 25 is not lower than 14, the attempt was successful. The first one failed because I rolled a 4 and added the stuff which totaled to 11. 11 was less than 24, so we failed. Make sense? Pretty simple. Thankfully, there was no punishment for failing. Some checks will have punishments for failing. Some checks will not let you try again after failing. I also just walked into these spiders by accident. Okay. I definitely would have liked to surprise them, but that's fine. So notice this one has this icon at the top. It means he's currently flat-footed, which means his AC is less. I want to hit this thing while it's flat-footed, for sure. So I'm going to walk up to it and smack it while it's still flat-footed. Oh, also, I have my new Light of Angels. Let's do this. What does Light of Angels do? All creatures 20-foot bursts in another caster. You summon a soothing light, warming the heart of your allies and obscuring vision for your enemies. Every ally in 20-foot radius gains 1 temporary hit point for 1 hour. The enemies become dazzled for 1d4 rounds. What does dazzled do? Shift click. Does it say what dazzled does? I don't remember what dazzled does. I don't think it's that good. Let's just go for the spider. Spooderman.
We shall overcome.
That's really unfortunate. So what did I roll? I rolled a 9? No, I rolled a 3. Oof. Which totaled up to 9. Okay, Windwog, looks like you currently have a bow equipped. Yeah, a longbow. I feel like we're never going to use that, so let's take it off the bar. There. I mean, you're a ranged unit, so someone killed... Anevia managed to kill this giant spider. That's good, because that thing was kind of scary. Let's try and take out this guy, I guess.
I'll rip you apart!
Oh, nice. I hit him. So... point-blank shot. Okay. Anyway, enter. This spooter be coming along. Looks like he did not get in range to hit. That guy did and missed, thankfully. Alright, Lan. You also have point-blank shot. So I'm pretty sure point-blank shot is calculated automatically. Perfect strike. You must declare that you are using this feat before you make your attack roll. I'm pretty sure this just happens by default. What does this do? You must declare before you make your attack roll, you can roll your attack roll twice and take the higher result. You may attempt a perfect attack once per day for every 4 levels you have attained. See special. A Zin Archer or a Quarterstaff Master Monk receives Perfect Strike as a bonus feat at first level, even if he does not meet the prerequisites. A Monk may attempt Perfect Strike number of times per day equal to Monk level, plus 1 more time per day for every 4 levels he has in class other than Monk. Interesting. So I'm pretty sure he's default to a Zin Archer, which is some sort of like Monk Archer mix. Cool thing about Monks is they start with 2 attacks. So see, he has the option here for a full round attack, which means I can actually attack twice.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
And fail miserably. Okay, we hit him 1 time. Let's take a quick look at his thing. Okay, so we are shooting into combat, which gives a -4 penalty, but he does have the +1 for point blank shot. Basically, if you're shooting into a fray where there's allies and enemies mixed together, you get a negative modifier, because obviously, like, you have to be careful to dodge your allies. There's a feat you can take later that gets rid of that negative.
No glory without risk!
Alright, your turn. Let's walk you up here. I kind of want to pop this. Oh, so that did take your action. Awkward.
Do not hold back.
Ah, I missed. I rolled a natural 1. God dang it. Alright, surely you can finish this guy off, right?
No match for me.
Go. In fact, I'm pretty sure Windwalk already has... Yeah, she's not getting the negative for shooting into a fray, so she must already have that feat. It's a very good feat. It's one of the best. I think this party layout is fine. I think technically the best would be 3 in the front. So like this. My melee units up front. Probably like this, actually. Hello? Let's try this. Tankiest unit in the front. Oh, I did it wrong. I'm dumb. There we go.
Our path leads on.
Oh, loot. I'll take it. Alright, hang on. Let's rearrange this camera a little bit. Oh, more loot. Oh, hold on. Come back. What was this? Get across? Mobility? Well, let's check over here before we go that way. Oh, I missed something. Oh, I missed multiple things. Oh, no, I'm boosted. Also, this episode's going too long. Okay, so hold up. We're going to backtrack real quick to get some of that loot.
Forget it.
You failed? You rolled a natural 1.
The mongrel did it.
Okay, so I think this is just the like secret area for extra loot. There's a combat here. Okay, hang on. So we're going to save. We'll end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this game has piqued your interest. I'm going to keep playing it because it's a lot of fun. I'll be back. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Let me know what your favorite character is that we've gotten so far. I kind of like Lan. He's kind of goofy. He's kind of funny. But also, he could be kind of serious sometimes. Be like, yeah, no one really likes the mongrels. Unlucky. I think they're cool. He's got a cool little horn thing, right? I don't know what's going on. Anyway, bye-bye.